next year, right?
Yeah.
That is pretty unusual in today's day and age. What do you think about that?
Seriously. I'm excited. I think we've taken a significant step forward this season, and being able to have that continuity, that chemistry that we have, and just keep building on it for a whole nother season is going to be good for us for sure.
In the secondary in particular, communication is super important, right?
Yeah.
How has that aspect of the game developed for you guys?
Our coaches have emphasized it since January, that especially us in the back end, we just have to be talking every play. Like there's never a play that you can talk enough, and that's things that they tell us all the time. So we just try and do our best to talk about everything we see, alert everything, whatever it may be.
Treydan, after where this program was a few years ago, you were here for that. How does it feel to be sitting in this situation now, 9-3, and heading to San Antonio to play Oklahoma in the Valero Alamo Bowl?
It's a blessing to see the team's hard work, to see Coach Fish's vision come to fruition, and see where we are now. It truly is nothing short of a blessing. I'm just so happy for the guys that have put in all this work to get to this point.
Top 15 red zone defense. What's been working so well for you?
I think it goes back, communication, of course, and just trust in our game plan, trust in our coaches, trusting your teammates to do their job so you can just do yours. That's all I have.
Which moment was better for you, beating ASU here or beating ASU on that field in Tempe?
It's hard to say. Tempe's actually a little closer to where I'm from, so there's a lot of people that I knew that were at that game, so that was actually pretty cool.
How crucial is it to, especially in the red zone, going off Jason's question, to execute at a high level against a team like Oklahoma, who will move the ball, but you just want to keep them from scoring?
Yeah, red zone defense is always a big thing. When you can save points from getting on the board, that's how you win football games. Like that's just it. Coach Fish talks about it all the time, how our offense needs to end every drive with a kick, and we're trying to, save those 4 points if they get to the red zone or get a turnover and save 7.
How do you think it's going to feel when you walk onto the Alamo Dome field on game day?
I think it'll be pretty cool. I've heard only good stuff about the Alamo Bowl. This will be my first one, so I'm looking forward to it.
What does having a 6-game winning streak do for you? Does that get taken away with the time between the last game and when the Alamo Bowl is, or are you able to carry the momentum over?
Yeah, it's no secret that we haven't played a game in a while, but, I think the plan that our staff has put together for us for this past couple weeks and then the 2 weeks until the game now, I think it's been perfect. Guys are healthy. We're looking forward to this game. We're going to go in with plenty of preparation time, so it should be good.
When you hear Oklahoma, what do you immediately think about?
Fantastic program. They got 7 Heisman winners, 7 championships, a lot of good stuff. Great players over there. It'll be a big time game for a school like us that's trying to flip this program around.
What's it
like having 3-4 weeks between games?
It's a little weird. You get some time to breathe for a second, but you can also have that time to get your body right, prepare for the next game more with extra time, talk to your coaches some more, all that kind of stuff too.
What are you learning about how to use this month in terms of the, personally what you want to work on to be ready to go next Thursday?
For me it's been mostly about getting my body right. I played a couple years now, so things start to hurt down the line, and that's just the way football is. But getting your body right, growing up and getting into the film room, watching extra tape whenever you get the chance to is always just stuff you can do with extra time.
Defense specifically taking this game as a point of pride? Because, when you think about OU, you think about high-powered offense moving the football.
Yeah, I think it can be a good opportunity for us if we come and play our brand of football.
Treydan, what do you know about any of the activities you'll be doing in San Antonio, and what are you most looking forward to?
I haven't really heard much. Coach Fish is kind of keeping it under wraps. I think we might be going to SeaWorld. That's like a big one, But yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever he's got planned. I'm sure he's gonna do it up. So
You got to see the Alamo.
yeah, for sure.
When you look around college football these days, this month especially, there are guys going in the portal left and right from every school. You guys haven't had that many. No starters at this point in time. Why do you think that is? Why is Coach? What is Coach Fish? What message is he conveying? That's kind of he's able to keep the band together.
I really think it's just the connection we've built as a team. Like this is not like a fake program. Like when you come here, it really is a family feel. Like those guys are my brothers in there, and like the coaches, I feel like they truly care about me as a person and not just a football player. And I think, sometimes when you get to this high level football that it happens where, you kind of see a person as a player and, you don't always build a personal connection. But I think around this building, everyone has a connection and the coaches trust and care about us as people. And, we just want to stay here.
How have they proven that connection to you, though?
I mean, for me, it's just been like, I dealt with some injuries in the past and like little things like coaches not saying just go out there, like if you're hurt, sit back. Like I'm not going to let you go out there if you're not feeling 100%. And like little stuff like that just shows me that, they're not just caring solely about production. Like they want me to be at 100 for myself, for my career, and stuff like that.
With that said, one of the guys in the portal obviously is Isaiah Taylor. Didn't play a lot this year, but had a big impact at the end of last season. What do you want people to remember about what he did for this program?
Yeah, I love Isaiah. It's unfortunate to see him go, but, he's looking for a better situation for himself, which is, the way college football has gone. But, yeah, I mean, that game-sealing interception last season against ASU – it was crucial. It won us the game, so I think UA fans should have nothing but love for that.
On the flip side of that, the guys that you guys have brought in for the portal in the defensive back room, both four-year transfers. You grinded out to get playing time, and the guys in your room grinded it out as well. What does it say about what you view as the coach's confidence in your room and in your defense that they're bringing in guys to develop in the same way that you have instead of plug-and-play guys that are going to try and take your spot?
I mean, it's big. Coach Keenan has talked about how he likes to, get guys that are younger so he can develop them into being players that, reaching their ceiling, their potential. And, the way to be a good program is to bring good players in. And that's just what we're trying to do.
So all five of you guys have improved a lot this season. Give me like one thing for each of the five where you feel like there's been a big step forward. Let's start with yourself.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably say the physical aspect of the game, like tackling and getting off blocks and stuff like that. I think I've taken a good step forward. For my young corners, Efi and Bobo, I would say they just grew up. Like last season they just didn't have a lot of experience, but they had just raw potential. And I think they took a huge step forward and just growing up, understanding more about the mental side of the game and all that stuff. Gunner, I would say, he improved in so many ways. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say just open field tackles, being the middle safety. A lot of the times, if a run bust, you're the last one. And I think he's made so many of those tackles to keep our defense on the field and give us another chance to line up again. And that's been huge for us. Dalton, I would without a doubt say his coverage ability. We all knew he was a really good tackler even last season, but coming into like the spring and then fall camp and all that, we saw him getting better at things that people thought he was shaky at before, and he's been fantastic this season.
Do you know how Takario got the nickname Bobo?
I don't, but I just call him whenever.
Have you ever attended a college football bowl game before?
No, I haven't.
What's your, like, when you think about college football bowl season, what's a memorable game that you remember watching?
I mean, I really didn't watch that much college football growing up, but we'd watch like the Rose Bowl, just seeing it like in UCLA Stadium and having it be packed out and then the jets fly over and all that. That looks pretty cool.
When Noah takes the ball, can you give an example in practice of how he can use his eyes to freeze the secondary?
Yeah, he's grown a lot in that regard. Being young, usually you just, you make your reads pretty robotic, but as he's grown more comfortable in the system and getting playing time, he's just, he's becoming a savvy quarterback. He can look one way but know what the other side's doing, so when he comes back to that read, he's ready to throw it right away, and, safeties can't read his mind if he's not looking over there, so.
In his first press conference after the bowl announcement, Coach Fish said, "Well, 2 teams last year who were playing the Alamo Bowl, Texas and Washington, are playing in the playoff this year." I know he's probably mentioned that to you guys, but just kind of overall, what kind of momentum could a win in this game provide for the program going into next year?
It would be big time. Oklahoma has been a top program in the Big 12 for the last decade, so taking this game seriously and getting ourselves a win here could, give us a nice step forward going into the Big 12 next season.
All right. That's our time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Appreciate it.
Thanks, brother.
Have a good